Alright everybody, what's going on? Sean Santini back in the house, or outside of the house. So anyway, I was going to finish up my gear video that I had started. Seems like there's a few people interested in what I use, and since I have to change my backpack, unfortunately, there was some wild animal that came around and decided to use it as a boxing bag, I guess at nighttime or whatever, and it sliced my straps in half and damaged a little bit of the padding. It's not really horrible, but it is not fixable. I've tried to fix it up a few times, and it's just where it was sewn together at, it would have to be taken completely apart and rewrapped and then re-sewn again. So I had to resort back to getting a backpack. So anyway, I thought I'd get a 45 liter and kind of like downsize a little bit. Not just because I wanted to. It was the largest backpack that they had available at Walmart, but it has great reviews, I think. And so I'm not going to go into individual items too much. I'm just going to kind of showcast off what I use. And then if you feel like reviewing it on the internet, there's plenty of reviews on most of the stuff right here. If I feel like there isn't, then I will definitely make a little bit more of an effort to kind of explain things a little bit more. So I am at a very nice spot. I believe I don't know if the camera's going to do this any justice. Let's just kind of look around real quick. Just 360 of everything. Excuse my socks. Sleeping bag, puffer jacket, you've seen all that. Hammock you've seen in the last video as well, and the sleeping pad I unrolled right here. So let's start right here, I guess. So there's the bags I threw down. I mean, this is the Ozark Trail for the pad on the left hand side, and on the right side you see the Cloudbreak 20 bag right there, but I'm just going to jump over all that. I talked about a patch kit, which is right there. It's supplied with this resting sleeping pad right here. They're self-inflatable, which means you open up the valve, which is located right here. Yeah, you open it up and it just self-inflates basically. You might want to blow into it like once or twice afterwards once it's fully inflated. It takes about 5 minutes, I would say. I just usually blow it up, and then the next day I'll leave it out in the sun so the humidity and moisture buildup on the inside from my breath doesn't cause any mold issues or anything of that nature. So just take that into consideration when you buy one of these right here, that when you blow them up you are actually breathing moisture and humidity into the inside of it. So moving on, like I said, we already seen this backpack right here. I really would like to make a review on it, but I doubt I'm gonna have the time to do so. It's been a great pack, served me very well. I believe it's a 75 liter from Western Pack, they're called, and this was actually given to me by Thad and Ezekiel in Indiana, PA. I had a backpack which was from Osprey before, and I can't remember exactly what it was, a Stratus, I think, 24 liter. So 24 liter versus 75 is a big difference. I had to tie all kinds of things to it back then, and I have a picture of it. I'll post it in the future if anyone's actually interested in it. What you see at the bottom of it, and since I got the same thing right here that I laid all my things out on, it's just a painter's tarp, and I like to use it as a roofing setup. Pretty much it's my roof, and you can do so many different things with it. Would a tarp be better? I don't know, it's just heavier, so make your own decision. It's only 2 mil. If something tore, I'd throw some duct tape on it, and it's been amazing. It's held up through the wildest weather. So I don't know, I mean, sil nylon would be nice, but way too expensive. This is $4 versus I think $150 for a sil nylon tarp. So moving on. All right, let's go on over here. So this is the Montpelier backpack from Ozark Trail. It's a 45 liter, and like I said, watch a review on it. It's really, really cool, I think. Right next to it I got a tent, which a friend gave this to me as well. He bought it, and I mean, bless his heart for doing this. I've just been carrying it around for no reason. It's an indoor tent, which in the summertime is great to have, I think. It's very lightweight. It's a single layer. If it does rain a little bit, it will repel that. But it's missing one of the stakes or poles, let's say it that way. Yeah, it's a pole that's missing, so I can't really put it up. And like I said, bless his heart for trying to help me out. Thank you, Toby. So moving on, we got a few carabiners up there. Always very important to have, I think. There's a little whistle right here that you can buy at Walmart. Not very expensive, but it has a Fresnel lens in it, which you can use to make fire or read if you can't see things or whatever, to magnify things. It has a compass on it, and then just a whistle basically to blow in case of emergency, which the idea is great. I never used it. I mean, I used it as a compass a few times, but that's about it. You see a belt right here. The only reason why I put that there is because I do consider it a tool. You can strap things with it. It has multiple adjustments basically all the way down to the bottom, so you can do multiple things with it. You can use it as a tourniquet if you had to, basically. Then right next to you see a few lights. There's a $1 light from Walmart. I mean, it's amazing. The batteries cost $6, I think, and the light itself costs $1. So if you need a headlight, it clips onto your head too, so it's great. Or to your hat, I mean. It's pink. Yeah, I got it from someone, so what can I say? I don't care. I use it. And then there's a headlight right next to the Energizer one, which, I mean, it's an amazing headlight. It's got a lot of power. I just really haven't used it at all. And then we have another light right here, which I'm going to go in closer because it's kind of like a LED strip, I guess. I don't really know what this is supposed to be, but it works pretty awesome. And it's pink again. I don't know what's up with this pink right here. I'm sorry, guys. It blinks and all kinds of stuff, you know, but it's a low profile light. That's why I like it a lot. You know, it's kind of like a red light at nighttime. And so I had another one, but somehow it fell off my backpack and I just noticed it. So whatever, I mean, no big deal, you know, but they're good to have. There's no doubt about it. Sometimes you just want to stay a little bit more stealthier, depending on where you're staying at. I try not to stay on private properties, but, you know, sometimes you just can't help it. I mean, after 15 miles of hiking or 20 miles of hiking, you know, you get tired and you just want to throw it up against a tree, whatever it may be, or wherever it may be. So then you see my Mora knife and my Bahco Laplander saw right there. Bahco Laplander saw is starting to get dull, but, you know, hey, it's like 5 years old or something like that. My cousin used it plenty full, and, you know, I don't want to get rid of it. It works and works great. There's no doubt about that. I just use it hardly at all. You know, in the beginning I did a whole bunch, and you know, for as small as the saw is, I can't tell you, I'm just blown away by how much wood you can actually saw with this thing. Yeah. So moving on to the Mora knife. The Mora knife is amazing. It's the heavy duty type, and it's a 1/4 inch thickness of a blade. It's carbon steel, you know. But I put it in vinegar for about 2 hours or 3 hours, and that kind of gives it a rust prevention ability is the right word, I would say. So it basically like oxidizes the outside of the metal, the blade actually, and it turns it black, so it makes it look pretty cool too. And the longer you do it, the blacker it gets. So whatever, just some info. I gotta hurry up because I'm already up to 8 minutes. Here I have a little pouch basically that just holds a little flashlight in it, and my knife sharpening system right here, which are diamond sharpeners, diamond blade sharpeners, or whatever you call that. And then there's a magnesium fire starter on the outside right here. Don't hardly use it at all, but it does work great. And I actually made a little indentation on the back side of my knife right here so I could strike it perfectly, and it works amazing. Here's some batteries, backup batteries for the flashlight. Alrighty. Then we got the Dime Gerber multi-tool, and you can have a big one, I don't know. The small one is awesome, perfect, you know, can't complain at all. It does its job perfectly, and even has scissors on it that are really sharp, and it's awesome. Watch a review. Here's the clothes again. Like I said, I'm not going to unpack it. Just always make sure you wear synthetic, whether it be winter, summer, it doesn't matter. Synthetic is just the best, you know. I got some cheap things that are synthetic. They're just as good as the expensive ones are, and don't quote me on that. You know, I don't have too much expensive stuff, so obviously I shouldn't have an opinion about it, I guess. Not yet. The food storage, I just opened it up for you guys so you can see it open a little bit more. So I'm just gonna explain real quick what's in there. It's really not much to look at, but, you know, I mean, there's oatmeal right here and ramen noodle soup, chocolate milk mix right here, and our hot chocolate mix. And I got a little, you know, some canisters down there that you probably can't see right now, but they're just like, there's salt down there, olive oil, bleach for water purification and cleaning purposes, and dishwashing fluid for whatever. So that's good to have. Then I got this little Ozark Trail thing right here. I think this is like awesome, man. It's made out of stainless steel. I've had it ever since the beginning of the trip, and it's got all kinds of different little gadgets on it. You can buy it at Walmart. It's $4 or something like that. Amazing. Lemon pepper, my favorite. I think onion powder and sriracha sauce, you know, just common stuff to kind of switch things up. I got this thing down here, which is like a quick access container. In case I want to store some food that I cooked, you know, I can put it in here. It's really cool. It's kind of seals itself off. It's $3 at the Dollar General store, I think, or something like that. And I just got some, instead of oatmeal, I got some cream of wheat in here. Mom knows I'm a huge fan of that kind of stuff right there, so yeah, I've just put it in there. I carry most of the stuff around because I eat as I'm on the go, and I'll just get a sandwich or something like that. It just makes it easier at Walmart. I mean, and a lot of times, you know, I like to go to Walmart because they have like half price off. So I mean, if you can get a sandwich for $3 versus having to sit down and cook or whatever, you know, I mean, you just go ahead and get the sandwich. Coffee, plenty of mixture drinks and stuff. Once again, pulling all these things out doesn't happen too often, so I mean, it's just weird. I guess I'm just like really lazy when it comes to that stuff, but I'm really prepared. So here's some gloves. You know, I got some medium duty and then I got some really light duty. They're just, yeah, I've been carrying them around. One thing that I do want to say, I'm going to leave a lot of this gear behind, and as always, I take pictures of it, and then I basically plan on posting it in the future. And then if anyone ever wants to like follow the Santini trail, if you wanted to say so, then yeah, you can pick up all the stuff I left behind, and I'm sure I left behind 2 full sets, or by the time I'm done, it's going to be 2 full sets. You know, I don't know. It's definitely a lot of equipment, you know, that I started off with, and as I went on, you know, just not that I got better at choosing equipment or more expensive or anything of that nature. It's just I progressed, and I kind of like saw what I needed and what I didn't need, and some of them I replaced, some of them I just basically got rid of, but they all served a purpose, you know, for the time that I had them. 100%, you know, if not 110%. I got some scrubbing pads right here. I was using these more so when I had sud buildup, you know, where I can pull this bottle out, for example. You can kind of see a little bit of it. I already cleaned it up for the most part, but this is kind of what it turns into if you use it on normal fires instead of on your gas heater. But this one's too small, so you know, you just put whatever you want to in there and you throw it in the fire, and it's cool to have. You know. Anyway, a little fire kit right here. I got it in the bacon candy tin box. I like tin boxes because you can make char not char foil, but char cloth and stuff out of it. You just open it up, throw whatever you want to char in there, and then, you know, all that charred material needs is a spark to ignite. And so anyway, I got a few things in here. It's lighters and just normal basic